G'day and welcome back to another Stephen retention episode where I talk about everything about semen retention, celibacy, men's health, brahmacharya, self-improvement, all that kind of good stuff. So I want to talk about this new thing that I've kind of conceptualized. I didn't come up with the word, but the word is the undertaking. So an undertaking is a promise. Um, it is something that you're committed to. And yeah, usually it is more commonly used in like things like a court order. So, for example, um, you might be served an undertaking for 3 months where you're not allowed to commit any offences, otherwise, it's going to exacerbate any further offences charges that you might get in the future. So, in relation to semen retention, an undertaking, well, semen retention. Let's just start with this. Semen retention is an undertaking. Um, it's a promise to yourself that you're not going to release your seed. It's a promise that you're going to undergo this self improvement journey. You're going to, maybe work on removing some things like addictions to that kind of media. Maybe it's addictions just to the opposite sex and all that kind of stuff, or like maybe lustful thoughts and all that kind of jazz. So what I've found with SR is it really works best when you have an undertaking for something outside of that realm, so outside of the concept of sex. Okay, so you need to think of like, maybe for the next 3 months I'm going to focus on building a new habit, such as maybe I'm going to go for a walk every single day, twice a day. Maybe I'm going to do a little workout at the outdoor gym every single day. I'm gonna do some time on every single piece of equipment on that outdoor gym, and yeah, kind of keep trying to push a little bit harder each time. The thing about an undertaking is that you've got to be realistic with what you want to achieve, and you should put a time frame on it. Semen retention is a bit different. I don't think you should put a time frame on semen retention. I think you should just hold, and really, when you know that it's time to go all in and release, that's when you release. There's no excuses. You can't relapse on adult content as a way of finishing a semen retention streak. Um, yeah, that's just not on. That's not how it goes. I'm not saying people don't fall victim to their own lack of self control, but you shouldn't be saying I'm going to go like this. Goes back to Alpha T Fitness's concept of semen retention in earnest, meaning that you don't put a time frame on your semen retention journey. You don't be like, well, after 3 months, I'm going to go back on the hub. It's not how it works. But you can put a time frame on your undertaking of your choice, and you can have multiple things that you want to do within the undertaking. But the concept that I'm trying to propose here is that the undertaking is, it needs to be a significant time. So I'm saying 3 months. I think 3 months is the perfect amount of time to really solidify and understand a new practice or a new habit. So for me, what do I want to do in my undertaking? Well, my undertaking's already begun. Um, I decided that from the 12th of Feb, I would be starting my undertaking. One of those goals was to create more videos on this channel, to create more videos on another channel that's more specifically to do with music. Um, it was also to value my energy. So this is a real concept that I think I could make a whole video on itself, but I'm going to summarize it for a minute. Okay, so valuing my energy means that like there's some people that I just don't need to really give my energy to. I can give them respect when I'm in their presence, but I just don't need to give them anything more than that. Um, and I don't need to earn a lot of money, in order to feel good about myself. I feel good about myself by maintaining a steady income, by being healthy, making smart choices, I don't need to buy a new car. I've got like some cool guitars and all that kind of stuff, but if times ever get, desperate, I'd get rid of them in a heartbeat. I don't need this amount of guitars. The only reason why I've got like a few is because I basically, have like multiple kind of sounds I want to record when I record my songs. Anyway, so other things that you could do on your undertaking that I'm doing is stuff like the gardening and the house maintenance, just trying to make my house a sanctuary. I'm very protective of who comes in my house. I'm very protective of what comes in my house. So, and I'm protective of what stays in my house. So, the other day I was up till about 2 a.m. I spent about 5 hours. I had a really slow day. And then at night time, I had this big burst of energy, and I was like, yep, I'm performing a ritual. Performed a ritual, and I'm not talking about like a black magic ritual or anything like that. I just basically burnt some sage. I put on some music. I lit some candles. I lit up all my diffusers. I started circling the house, cleansing the energy. I started cleaning everything. I started getting rid of old stuff, removing things. So it was like a spring clean, but at night time, and a bit more kind of spiritual as well, because there was some attachment items that I was essentially burning my attachments away to. So that's like one thing that I get into is, like that kind of, I wanted this house to feel like a sanctuary, and for when people come in here, they feel safe, and also they don't leave an imprint here. Um, and I'll have these things like these rituals and stuff to remove any lingering energies. As far as other things that is like I'm trying to do with my undertaking is I'm always trying to improve my health. Just I think one thing that I'd like to do is just reduce some time on social media. I don't think I really need to be. I know I'm doing it consciously. It's like a brain rot kind of doom scroll. Um, but yeah, I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm just gonna have to remove it from like Sunday afternoon, remove it Sunday afternoon, and then download it again, like Instagram on like a Friday or something when I need it for work. So I'll try and restrict it just to weekend use only. And with that being said, probably just move my phone and have my phone as like a kind of as a work tool rather than something that I rely on for entertainment and or validation, whether that be through social media, not that I post anymore, or like messaging, people that I know on social media. So yeah, restricting that would be something that I'd like to do. So what I want you to do is let me know of any kind of things that you would like to partake in your undertaking. I can give you at least some of my experience and my advice. I'm going to do an episode shortly that is actually outlining what the tools that I've used over the years of self-improvement, over the years of being a retainer. I'm always trying to optimize myself. According to the Myers-Briggs personality thing, I'm a ENTJ, which they call the commander, and apparently I'm known to be, or that personality is known to be ruthlessly pragmatic, meaning that I will do anything to make anything efficient. And efficiency is the top of the hierarchy for me, which I think is great because, I completely agree with that. Despite being a creative person, I want to make my creativity fast and pouring out. So, yeah, when it comes to your own kind of goals with the undertaking, remember we're not talking about how long you want to do a streak for. I'm talking about setting aside a personal goal and something that you can dedicate to for at least 3 months. So yeah, well, enjoy the rest of your day or your night whenever you watch this. You've been watching Stephen Retention, still going strong, 10 plus months, heading up to 11 months very soon. And yeah, I'll be talking to you again soon. Catch you later.